Call 08081 008800.
BBC Three Counties Radio.
We'll come to the calls very soon, but we must talk about this majestic sound. Yes, this is the sound at 9 o'clock every morning that our king hears outside his window. And we thought we wanted to do more on this, so joining me in the studio tonight, we have Stephen Marshall, who is a bagpiper. Good evening, Stephen.
Good evening.
Thank you so much for coming in. So how many years have you been playing the bagpipes for?
For over 40 years.
That's a very, very long time. 40 years ago, what made you think, I want to play the bagpipes?
I started when I was about 11. I had a couple of years. My granddad was teaching me. He was ex-Black Watch military, and he'd want you practicing all the time. And 13 years of age, all my friends are outside playing, and I thought, no, I want to go out and play. So I packed up, but then in the school band, I joined the school band and the town band in Hemel, playing a cornet. So I still had music in me.
Yep.
And then when my granddad passed away, I decided, I was working all sorts of hours to earn money because I had a young family and that. And the wife said to me, you've got to take up an hobby. All you're doing is working and sleeping.
Yeah.
So I said, I know what I want to do. And my uncle still played, or still plays. So I rang him, can you teach me the basics again? He said, well, you know the basics, I'll teach you. So I used to go up every other week when I wasn't on night shift. And it went from there. And then early 1990, I joined RAF Halton Pipe Band as a civilian member. Was there for about 9 years, did competitions as well.
Did you win?
We did win.
Yes, that's what we like to hear.
We did win.
We have a champion bagpiper in the studio. What more do you want, dear listener?
Yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it. And then about 2000, just before 2000, Harping and Pipe Band, I started helping them out. And I was the pipe major at the time, who was the pipe sergeant, said, do you want to take the band? Because he was getting old and he didn't want I said, I'll do it. We had about 4 pipers, a drummer and a bass drummer. Now, the drummer and the bass drummer I knew from Halton. And then the wife said, well, I'll come along and give you a hand. About 6 months later, she's still there.
What's it like being in a bagpipe band with your wife?
I'm the boss.
You're the boss, are you?
In the band, I'm the boss.
You're saying that when she can't hear this conversation.
Exactly.
Because she's currently in the kitchen having a cup of tea. That's why you're saying this. I mean, in all seriousness, if I wanted to play the bagpipes to a good standard, not brilliant, but a good standard, how long do you think it would take me to be able to play it?
Depends how much practice you put in.
2 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Well, that you could probably say about 4 years, 5 years.
4 or 5 years?
Yes.
At 2 hours a day?
Yes.
7 days a week?
If you was in the army, you'd be doing 6-7 hours a day practice, and it would be less than a year, and you'd be in the band.
Oh, wow.
It is hard work.
See, I don't think I've got the patience for it. That's why I failed my driving test 7 times.
I did 5.
Did you? Well, you've got the patience to play in a bagpipe band.
The best thing is, once you start playing, I like to grab an audience. If I can grab an audience, the hairs just go on the back of your neck.
Yeah, of course.
You know you've got them.
It's a very, very distinctive sound.
Oh.
But would you want this outside your window at 9 o'clock every single morning, a bit like our king?
Yes.
You would?
I would. The wife probably wouldn't.
And your neighbours.
No, my neighbours are not bad, actually, because I normally shut the windows so that they don't hear, but I get knocks on the door. Can you open your windows?
Do you really?
Yes, I do. Obviously, I'm not a learner.
Yeah.
But I'm not the best, but I'm not a learner.
How much would, again, if I went out and randomly bought some bagpipes to the standard that you've got, how much do you think that would cost me?
Basic set, about £1,000.
So I need £1,000 and I need 5 years.
Yeah. And it is a lot of hard work. I normally say to someone that's first learning, because your lips, you've got to build your lips up, you've got to build your lungs up. Do half an hour a day on the chanter. And then if you can, gradually increase it.
And do you ever take them out and about to, say, a park on a Sunday, and you just think, you know what, I'm going to take the bagpipes out, I'm going to play, and if people like it, they like it, and if they don't, they don't. Have you done that before?
I've done that before.
Where have you done that?
Stevenage. I've done it in Hemel, in the fields. I've been up in the farmlands and done it in the farmlands. I've done it all over the place.
I thought you might do that.
I've been to South Korea. In 97, I went to South Korea for 6 weeks, playing in a park called Everland, which is their version of Disney World.
What?
I left the wife at home with the teenagers.
Stephen, we did try and get somebody else in the studio for this, and they were so posh, they were so stiff. They said, I'm not coming in if you're going to make a mockery of the bagpipes. Well, why would we do that? You are just the right person for this job because your personality is selling it to me right now. That's what I like about you.
Yeah, I get told it's like when the band's out, they all know who's in charge.
Yeah.
Well, I do expect a standard when we're outside rehearsing, tuning up. Obviously, I go down the standard of march properly, we're in line, we do lots of practice on a Friday nights in Southdown, near Harpenden. And we just march up and down, play tunes, and I also bring new sets in and stuff like that, ready for the Harpenden Gathering in July, which is a great fun.
I bet it is.
But I love playing and I love having fun. It's all about fun, and I wind the band up every Friday night.
You sound great fun. Well, look, we're going to take you into the car park.
Yep.
And we're going to get you to perform a tune in the car park. Are you up for this?
Yes,
Yeah?
I'm up for that.
I hear that you can possibly perform Always Look on the Bright Side of Life by
We'll
Monty
see how we
Python.
go.
Is that something you've done in the past a few times? You must have done.
I got when my department at John Dickinson Stationery in Hemel Hempstead was shut down. I learnt the tune off the Eric Idle CD.
Yeah.
Always look on the bright side of life. Just by listening and doing the finger work on my charter. And then I walked in to the pub where we all met at the pub once we were made redundant. And I played it walking in, and everybody went, the chins hit the floor.
Did they appreciate it or not in that situation?
They loved it. Absolutely. Good thing about when you play the pipes, people come up to you, do you want a drink? Do you want a whiskey? Do you want a whiskey?
So that £1,000 investment, you'll get it back.
Oh, easy.
For the purpose of radio, Stephen is sat in front of me, rubbing his belly. Right, let's play the Isleys, because they're going to be on the show later on, and the next time you hear us, we're going to be in the car park. A dark, cold car park, performing the bagpipes. It can only happen on the Late Show. Right, we're going to get ourselves into position, and we'll catch you very soon. You can text tonight, of course, 81333. Start your text with the word Justin. Here's the Isleys, and more from Stephen and I next. The Isleys coming up on the show very soon. We're in the car park now with Stephen, the bagpiper. How heavy are these bagpipes?
They're quite heavy, they're just under 10 kilograms.
I'm not too bad then. So we're all good to go. And are you going to perform Monty Python, Always Look on the Bright Side of Life?
Yes.
Can't wait for this. I mean, it's just classic Late Show stuff, this. It sounds weird yet wonderful. Steve, take it away. Give yourself a round of applause. Go on. Give yourself a big clap. Stephen, thank you so much for doing this.
No problem.
Have you ever done anything as random as this before? Always look on the bright side of life in a dark car park.
Not in a dark car park.
In a well-lit car park, you've done it.
I've played Rock Around the Clock outside a pub at night.
What? Can you do that one now? Or will that take a little while to practice?
I've had a go at it. I'll try and see if I can get
Really? Okay, I'm going to stand back. Rock Around the Clock now, a bonus. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. When you performed that outside a pub, I bet everyone came out, didn't they?
Oh, the pub was empty. The landlord was moaning at me because there was no one in buying drinks.
That was absolutely fantastic. I love that. You see, what you've done, you've made bagpipes, which, forgive me, the kind of PR around bagpipes is a little bit old-fashioned, it's a little bit stuffy. Not you. You're the complete opposite.
I have fun. And I still keep to the traditional marches, strathspeys and things like that, but you've got to have fun.
You see, I've just got this vision now of our king potentially hearing the show and saying to his bagpiper, next time you're outside the window at 9 o'clock in the morning, can you perform Rock Around the Clock?
I think he would be up for that.
Yeah, I think he would as well. Look, this has been great fun. You're a great sport for doing this. We really appreciate your time. And if you don't mind, I'd love to stay in touch because I think we can plan some really, really strange yet wonderful things with you.
No problem. No problem.
Thank you so much. Stephen the bagpiper joining us tonight. We're now going to make our way back into the studio. Lots still to come between now and 1 on The Late Show. I'm Justin. We're with you right the way across the Eastern Counties on BBC Local Radio.